Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is June 7th, 2019, and I wanted to show you and give you a tour of the hollow garden today. So this is our potato patch, and we have our gravity-fed soaker hoses here in watering this, and we did put our grass clippings down, and I have a video on my channel for how we do that. I'll put a link down in the description from last year for how we put our grass clippings down. Now, our grass that we mow is not chemically treated in any way. It is 100% natural, and we put our grass clippings down to help prevent sun scald on our potatoes. And we did check this today for the soil pH. We are down in the 6s, and it already does have sulfur mixed in with it, so that's going to continue to help bring the pH down into the 5s. So I'll show you here how much grass is cut to put on this. And this here just kind of gives you an idea of how much grass clippings gets put on the potato patch. And we have our corn rows here. Now our corn is fed with a 10-10-10 plant food, and we do have wire cages over them to help prevent the critters from pulling it out. And the flags down here are blooming. Our crookneck pumpkins, our heirloom crookneck pumpkins, are starting to come up. They're a family heirloom that's been passed down through the family. Now, we will take our fences off soon, and we will work around the corn. We have 3 rows of corn here. And this is a sweet corn, and I'll get you the name of this particular corn here. So the onion patch here has just been worked around. You can see here. So these have all just been worked around. And we have our tomatoes here. We put some tomatoes down in the hollow garden again. These are the Mountain Fresh here. Now these are a determinate tomato, so the side shoots that come out on those, you don't want to remove those, because your determinate tomatoes will only give one time, and then that'll be it for them. So most of their harvest is all in one, and if you take off your side shoots, it will drastically reduce your harvest on them. And then we have some, let's see here, this is the Russian purple tomato here. And these were buried deeper. I have videos for how we plant our tomatoes, and I'll put a link down in the description for that. And this one here, this tomato here, is the Russian purple that we're trying this year. This is an heirloom. It was given to me as a free gift, so I decided to try it this year. And this one over here is Aroma Cherry, which is also an heirloom tomato. Never had it before. It was another free gift, so I decided to try that one. And let's see, this is an Oregon Spring one. This is an heirloom tomato. And then we have Early Girl here, and Early Treat Hybrid, Mr. Stripey, Now the Mr. Stripey tomato plant that I'm growing in the greenhouse, you can see a video on that. That one there is getting ready to bloom soon, and it has considerably grown from the video that I did on it earlier. And these are a Better Boy tomato here. Now, any leaves that will be touching the ground, you want to remove them from your tomatoes to help prevent any type of blight or disease from attacking your tomatoes. Now, up in the other garden, which I will show you, we have we tried an experiment this year with straw bales, with planting our tomatoes in straw bales. And we did the same thing. We removed the leaves from them to try and help prevent any type of blight or disease. So over here, these are our peppers. They were just worked around. We did put our peppers back in the hollow garden this year, and they were worked around and they were fed. They were fed with the Epsom tomato tone, and I have a link down in the description for that. And they were also fed with Epsom salt, and that was all worked in around them. See here. So we didn't grow any hot peppers this year. We are trying 2 heirloom varieties. One is, I believe it's pronounced Avjerski, and the other one is a lipstick pepper. I've never grown those 2 before, but we're trying those this year. The Avjerskis are really supposed to be good for grilling, like on your grill and for roasting. So we're going to be trying those. And then we have our Chinese giants, and we have our carnivals, and all different varieties. I can't remember all of them right now. And we do have, you can see here, we do have peppers hanging on. Now we put the food out in through here. I'll have a link down in the description for how we feed our pepper plants. And any leaves that are touching the ground on your pepper plants, go ahead and take those off. Any fruit that would be touching the ground on your pepper plants, take those off. The quicker you get the peppers off of your plants, especially when they're this small, the faster they'll keep giving, because it's going to tell the plant, I'm not done yet, keep producing the fruit. So we're going to be taking some of these off then. I might let them get a little bit bigger, just so we have a little bit more to eat off of them. But as long as they're not touching the ground, I'll kind of wait to do that. You can see that one over there. And we do have some bells hanging on over there, some bell peppers. So I have to finish getting the Epsom salt out of the garden. My favorite brand of Epsom salt is the Pennington brand, Epsom salt. But unfortunately, the one store where I normally get that at no longer is carrying it. So I just got the regular brand of Epsom salt. But the Pennington is my favorite. So you can see here the whole hollow garden. Now, there is still more planting room down here, so I'm not sure if we're going to use it this year or not. But I just wanted to show you what the whole hollow garden looks like. Now, this year with the hollow garden, we ran the rows differently. Last year we ran them up and down. This year we're running them long ways, side to side. So today is June 15th, and I wanted to give you an update on how the garden's doing. So we have our cabbage, some of our cabbage here. We have broccoli plants, Brussels sprouts. Our corn is up. Tomatoes are growing back in the straw bales. We have a patch of Walla Walla onions over there in a raised bed. We did harvest some cauliflower off. We have our beans out there growing. Now we did side dress those with some compost. Our squash out there are just starting to bloom. So we have one of our garlic plants here. We have our beans out there, which we side dressed with compost. And we did put our grass clippings down. We finished getting those put down. And we have some peas growing here. There's some pumpkins growing over there. They're the heirloom crookneck pumpkins. See the beans back there. Now we do have an empty spot in here. I'm not sure what we're going to put in that yet. Now that's one of our cauliflower heads there, or heads of cauliflower. We normally put a leaf over that. We've been having a lot of cloudy, overcast days, a lot of rain. Some of our nights are still getting down in the 40s. And we did actually harvest some cauliflower off already. Really sweet, really good tasting. So this is our red beet patch here, and some of these are ready to harvest, so we're going to be taking some of these out. And you can eat the foliage off of your red beets if you choose to. It's really good in salads. And this is one of the onion patches where I put the onion sets in, and then we went ahead and put the onion seedlings in. The onion seedlings are just a little bit smaller than the onion sets, but they're catching up really nice. This here is one of the carrot bins, and I just fed this today, so it's going to rain, so it's going to wash all of the plant food into the soil. And they got a lot of rain coming for us again. You can see the bulbs forming at the base of the onions there. Now this row here is some of the seedlings that were put in. Now if your onions try to start blooming, go ahead and nip the blooms off the tip of them. And that'll help stop them from going to seed. And this is our one potato bin here. Actually have little potatoes on them. So you can see here they're starting to actually bloom here. And we did check them one day. They are getting the little potatoes on. They're not very big yet, but they're coming. And this is the Walla Walla onion patch. Now these were all seedlings, and they are forming the bulbs at the base. See the corn patch over there.